It was a very weird night, to say the least. I heard some sounds outside. I heard like a cough. Don't know what that is. You see that? That's what you want to look for. Got that nice fire down in there. Alright guys, this is a perfect example of the source. So if you're looking for fire agate, you see that? That's fire. Oh, that's a... Yeah. He does not look too happy with me right now. What's up YouTube? It's your boy Sundown and Sonoran. So we're going to be doing an adventure of rock hounding this time, and not just exploration. So we're going to Black Hills, Arizona to look for the elusive, believe me, elusive fire agate. So join me. So this is how I'm packing out today. I'm actually kind of show you guys what I'm bringing. This will not be an everyday thing, every time thing. I just don't really have an answer for the coffee right now, so I'm just gonna bring my Keurig. But this is called the Deep Sleep Solo Mat, and it is designed to fit in here perfectly. And this thing is really nice. Me and my wife both got one, but I'm just bringing the one since I'm only going. I got this filled with water. This is gonna be my like washing water and stuff for my hands and like for the rocks and stuff. Got my bucket for the rock hounding. I got my small pickaxe and my small shovel, plus I got one of my camping chairs and my hiking sticks. And I almost forgot this, it just popped in my mind, but this is a really cool thing we bought on Etsy, and this goes on the window at the very top to where it adds ventilation. Headed to Safford right now, and then I'll be headed to the Black Hills rock hounding area. I'm trying to watch my speed. I keep drifting up, you know, because I was on the highway, which is you can drive pretty fast out there. The speed limit is high. Yeah, I'll check back in with you guys. Okay, update, we're 191 north. You can see the lava rocks pretty much all over the side of the road. It's like 82 degrees or something like that, so it's not a very, very hot day. So yeah, like I can't wait to get to camp and set up. So I'm just gonna keep heading up this way. And yeah, I think it'll be another about 30 minutes until I'm like there. Hopefully the road's okay and it's not washed out from all the rain. But yeah, I'll check back in once. All right guys, so we out here. There's my Forerunner. And there's just one other person here right now, but I don't think they're gonna stay. So I could very well be by myself today, which is kind of terrifying to say the least. I'm just gonna search around a little bit. So, morning YouTube. So yeah, this is my second day. I didn't really show a lot about the day before because when I got out here it was already like 3:30 or whatever, and I had to set up the Forerunner to get ready to sleep. It was a very weird night, to say the least. I heard some sounds outside. I heard like a cough. Don't know what that is. And then I also heard like a moan. Now I have heard some cows like way off in the distance. It's possible that I heard them, but there's no cows like down here, so I really have no idea, to be honest with you. So yeah, it is pretty cool today. Like right now it's 55, but it's supposed to get up to like 85. So I'm gonna be going up here after I drink my coffee right there. And yeah, I'm gonna be looking for some more fire agates, and I'm gonna be tuning you guys in like way more while I'm here in the morning. So all these stones down here are all lava rocks. So yeah, this is very hard terrain to walk on. Just FYI if you do come here. And then it's like higher elevation, it's like 4,200 feet. So you can get winded. Look, just you walk around. It's hard to show it on camera, but there you go. You see agates everywhere. You see that? That's what you want to look for. Got that nice fire down in there. It's almost like some yellowish, greenish reds. So yeah, I just found that surface collecting right here. I'm still out here hunting. I know I haven't tuned in much on this one. I need to be careful because it is heating up pretty quick. But I'm not really having any luck finding color over here. It's just mainly white than anything else. I mean, there are some cool pieces. Like, that's cool. So I have been keeping quite a bit of it. By the way, you could just, there's still nobody out here. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's just really insane. I've been out here for like 12 hours, probably by myself. This terrain, like I said, it is hard to walk on. Sorry. Oh, and you gotta watch out for these things. Like, I've stepped on those before. But here we go. Here's like another spot. And you could just see how much there is. I mean, it's chalcedony, but it's more or less an agate. Just really cool shapes. I keep those even though I wouldn't say they're worthless, but they're definitely not worth much. So I need to find a good spot where I'm seeing more color because I'm just seeing a lot of white down here. So I stopped here to take a drink. I feel like I got dehydrated yesterday when I got here because I wasn't drinking enough. But yeah, I just happened to look down and look what I found. You see that? That's fire. But I found this spot right here. Not fun. I mean, there's a lot of like stained. Like that one's pretty nice. All right, so I decided to start making my way back to my car. Not because I'm about to be done. I still want to stay out here for like another possibly 2 hours. I don't want to be in a situation where my bucket is like heavy with these shovels and I have water and I need to refill my water too. And then I have trouble like getting back because to be honest with you, it's quite a trek. It's like from where I was, it's like a quarter to a half a mile. And this ground is just, it beats you up. Like it's tough. It's sharp rocks. Nothing's rounded. Carrying all this stuff it's pretty difficult. So before I get like too zapped, I'm gonna get back to my car, move it closer, and then I'm gonna go back to the place I was yesterday. Okay guys, so I'm an idiot. So I moved the 4Runner right there. I was way down there. I got all the way up here and I was like, oh, there's places to park. Honestly, I should have camped here. I've seen people walk up this hill before, last time I was out here. And I don't know, maybe there's something. I'm gonna give it a shot. This is one place I've never looked when I've been here. So I'm gonna check it out. I don't really see any down here. So there may not really be any, but yeah, I'll let you know. All right, guys, this is a perfect example of the source. So if you're looking for fire agate, and you've seen a bunch of smaller pieces down the mountain. This is what it looks like before it chips off. So yeah, you'll see it there. This is a really cool, it almost looks like it's just melted in there. You can see how it did it. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any red or fire here. Maybe a little bit of red right here. But yeah, I just thought that was super cool. It looks like somebody had chipped this away before, because there's like a bunch of broken pieces over here and it looks like a dugout spot. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start heading back down. I found a lot of like spots that have been dug before, like actual like telling pals, and I found some cool stuff. I mean, nothing that's gonna like would fetch like a lot of money, but I don't do this really for the money. I just do it because I like rock hunting. So yeah, I'm gonna grab those. I have my backpack loaded up. I will show afterwards, like after I get home and clean this stuff up, like what I got. But yeah, time to head back down. There he is, Mr. Cow, just looking at me. So this is a problem. I got up here to the gate. You could get through here, it's no problem. But there's, I don't know if that's just a cow or a bull, but oh, that's a bull. Yeah, he does not look too happy with me right now. So I'm not sure if I should go through here because I want to and I want to go up the road, but honestly, I that's not cool. Maybe he'll go away. They'll go away. I just don't want to anger him. I would not recommend doing this trail that loops around to the front if you don't have like at least a lifted vehicle. You know, I don't think it necessarily has to be like 4-wheel drive, but it needs to be lifted just because there was about 2 spots where I almost had to switch to low, but then I probably should just be in 4-wheel drive, but usually I don't bother with it because I don't need it. All right, guys, so I'm up here at the mine. It's up the road a little bit, but the thing is, you could walk up to it on the road, but you can't go up the mountain to it. It's a historic protected landmark, and yeah, they just don't want to get messed up, and I don't blame them. I mean, and it's probably dangerous if you even got in there, and I don't know if you could even get in the entrance. It looks like it might be blocked up, but I'll go ahead and show you that right now. All right, guys, so here's the mine entrance. Yeah, it's looking in pretty bad shape as it is, much less other people. You can see kind of how far I am from it. But if I went down there, it's like really straight up. It'd be really hard for me to even see it anyway. All right, guys, so everything you see here is cleaned up to an extent. It's not like 100% clean, but it is cleaned up. I'll just kind of go through and show you guys what I collected. So this is all mainly just Chalcedony. Kind of show you like close-up view of some of these. Um, Now I have not tested some of these with color in them to see if they have fire, but my guess is they don't just by looking at them. But this one kind of has some crystals on it. You can see, yeah, I really like that piece. So these are more raw pieces that still are like attached to the actual pieces of lava rock. So I thought these ones were really cool. Like that one is awesome. Like you could still see it down inside there. This one, like you could see it inside the crack. And like that one, the whole outside of it is just covered with chalcedony. And this one too. This one's probably the biggest piece that I got. Now this one is not gonna show very well on camera, but this one is freaking awesome. Um, it has stained chalcedony. It has different colors in there, and then right here in the middle, it's actually quartz crystal. You could see those. So that piece is really, really cool. Okay, so let's check these out. And like I said, these pieces I just consider like a little out of the ordinary. Like this one is very layered, like an agate. Um, and that one, it just has this like awesome, like glowing piece in the middle of it. And then this one is really awesome. It's like a crystallized piece. You can see the bottom of it. And it's just like quartz crystals around it. So there's the chalcedony in the middle, quartz crystals. Then I always like collecting these when I see them. They're like just little chalcedony balls. They're like bubbles. And then these pieces I just consider cool looking. Nothing really amazing about them. This one was pretty awesome to me. Same with this one. You could really see the bubbles in there, the botryoidal. And these ones were just so like white. It's a very unique mineral. It's the same stuff that's made out of quartz, but yeah. Now this one is my favorite chalcedony piece that I found. It's really hard to see here, but let me hold it this way. You could see those crystals inside of it. So it's like the whole outside of it is chalcedony. Then you got lava rock here on the bottom. And this chalcedony is just so cool. It has a lot of texture to it. And I cleaned this up the best I could for just a basic clean. But then it's like a cave with crystals inside. Then these are what I classify as um, like stained chalcedony. I know some of this is stained and some of that has stain as well, but this is like basically some of these are the wrong way. They're flipped upside down, but it's just little pieces of stained chalcedony. And you like see that one and it looks um, like it could be a fire agate piece. Now, I may actually look at that one closer. In fact, I look at all the pieces over um, just to be sure. These ones I really haven't tested, but by eyes view and me like shining them in the sun, I didn't see any fire. So they're kind of like fire. They're kind of like fireless fire agates, if that makes sense. To view like this one has potential too. This part right here could be fire. Um, so I will check these over if I feel like they could be. I just haven't done it yet because it takes a lot of time. This is potential. Like it could be. I'll show this one so you could maybe see what I'm talking about on this one. You can kind of see it shining in there. So this one definitely has potential as well. It just didn't come up on the flash test. So I couldn't see any fire. Actually, this one definitely looks like it could be fire. Look at that. That is definitely like closer to the surface. You see that metallic shine? So my guess is all this under here, if it was polished, would look more like that. So I'm guessing this is definitely fire underneath there. See, we're discovering together. This one, it's like I am seeing the green shine on it. Just barely. So I'm gonna classify that as fire agate. I mean, anyways, these still have potential. I'm gonna kind of put these two that I just found to the side. Okay, now on to the real good stuff. This is all the fire agate that I've confirmed that I've found through testing, through my test, my method. I'll show photos of these though, close-up shots. Quick video of them here. Again, it's going to be hard to see them just because these are unpolished, raw pieces. They've just been cleaned. Um, That one is really cool. That one just is flipped over. There we go. My dad said that he wants this piece, so I'm going to be giving it to him. Then I got this one is very light. You could actually see it right there on the right side of it. Again, it's hard to show this. And this one is the best piece that I feel like I found. Now, it's going to be really hard for me to show this on camera, but if you look, you could see behind that chalcedony, you can see the greens coming through, the yellows. Looks like there's some reds. It's just so hard to see it on here. Anyways, guys, that's my basically hunt and what I got over the course of about 8 hours worth of looking, which honestly, that is quite a bit of fire agate for surface hunting to find. Um, this is actually way better than I've ever done. Now, one last question before I will let you go. Again, does any of this have any value? Now, most of this does not. Some of this could potentially have a little bit of value. This is interesting pieces to me, but I don't know if anybody else would pay money to have any of this. Maybe this piece is worth like $5 to $10. You know, don't know that for sure. Now, some of these could potentially have some value. I really love raw specimens; they're my favorite. And a piece like this could definitely have some value. Now, for me, that would probably be anywhere from like $20 to $40, maybe. Again, that's a guess. Now, the fire agates, they definitely have value, and if polished, they could sell for a little chunk of change. They're like opalish type. They're considered an opalish type jewelry. And especially this one, if it was polished on this edge and really showed those colors, that could have be worth a couple $100. And then, the rest of this, I mean, some of these pieces could be $20, $40, 50 if they were polished. So that can answer that question for you. So I forgot to mention after I was almost finished editing my video that I really love fire agate because it's not only is it absolutely beautiful, but it is very rare and very hard to find. There's only very few specific areas in the entire world that it can be found. Arizona is one of them. There's a couple of spots out here. There's also a couple of spots in Mexico, and I think there's like one or two spots in California, like the southeastern part of the state, and it's very hard to find. Even when you do go and find these spots that it does form, it's extremely hard to like come across it. And the reason that it is so rare is just the conditions for it to be made in the past. Millions of years ago, it had to be volcanic activity with these certain minerals in the ground, and it had to happen a certain way. And it's just because the area happened to have this right mixture of materials that it was able to be made by nature. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to fill you in on that, guys. And also, I will put into the description where this location is. It's well known. It's called Black Hills Recreational Rock Hounding Area, but I'll put that in the description. So anyways, guys, again, appreciate you watching. This is Sundown and Sonoran signing off. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.